Okay, so I don't know how these things usually start, but mine started with a bark. Just one bark. Literally. My dog Charlie, he's a rescue. Big mutt. Some kind of shepherd mix, maybe husky too. He's got this bark, yeah, it's deep and yeah, it carries. But he's a good boy. Doesn't bite. Doesn't dig. Just barks sometimes when he sees another dog or hears a weird noise, you know? Anyway, my neighbor Teresa, even saying her name pisses me off. She knocks on my door one afternoon and says, all polite at first, "Hi, your dog's been barking a lot lately." I work from home and it's kind of hard to concentrate, so I apologize. Genuinely. I even say I'll try to keep him inside during the afternoon since that's when she's in meetings or whatever. I'm not trying to be a jerk. I get it. Noise sucks. But apparently trying wasn't good enough. A few days later, she's back. This time with that tone, you know the one. That sugary, "I hate your guts but I'm gonna smile while I say it" tone. She's like, "So I've started writing down the times he barks. I think it might be considered a disturbance." Like she's building a case against my dog. Against Charlie, who spends most of his day staring out the window like a fuzzy potato and occasionally woofing at squirrels. So I ask her, kind of annoyed now, "Are you seriously keeping a log of my dog's barks?" She goes, "I just think if you can't keep him quiet, maybe someone else should have him." That's when I knew she wasn't just annoyed. She wanted Charlie gone. I laughed, kind of stunned. Like, what? You think the dog police are gonna show up and snatch him because you have a spreadsheet? I shut the door on her. Politely, but firmly. Since then, it's just been war. She glares at me every time I take him out. Leaves notes on my door like, "Still barking at 3:17 p.m. I swear to God, she once recorded him and played it back on her phone while I was watering my plants like, "This is what I hear all day." I tried talking to her again. Calmly. I told her Charlie's got anxiety and that I'm working on it. Got him a trainer. Even bought one of those calming plug-in things that smells like lavender or something. I'm doing my best. But she doesn't care. She just wants him gone. Last week, I caught her filming me while I was out in the yard with him. Like full-on camera phone up, recording me tossing a tennis ball. I asked her what the hell she was doing and she said, "Gathering evidence." Like I'm running an illegal pit bull ring or something. I told her if she doesn't stop, I'm calling the cops on her. For harassment. And trespassing. And for being a massive pain in the ass. She told me to go ahead. Smiled like it was a challenge. I'm trying not to lose it, I really am. But this woman is acting like my dog is some kind of monster. And you know what? Charlie's not even that loud. Other people in the neighborhood have dogs. I hear them barking way more. But they're not right next to Teresa's office window, I guess. Now I get anxious every time he makes a sound. Every time he lets out a bark or whines to go outside, I'm on edge. Like she's gonna pop up from behind the fence with a clipboard or call animal control. She hasn't yet, but I feel it coming. Part of me wants to move. Seriously. Just get out and find a place with a yard and normal neighbors who understand that, hey, dogs bark sometimes. But I love this house. And I sure as hell am not letting some wannabe HOA tyrant bully me out of it. Charlie's my dog. He's not perfect, but he's mine. He makes me feel safe. He sleeps by the door. He follows me around like I'm the sun and the moon. He's the reason I get out of bed some days. And if Teresa can't handle a bark now and then, she can shove her little log sheet up her. You know what, never mind. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Keep walking him, keep training him, keep loving him. And if she calls animal control, let them come. I've got nothing to hide. Except maybe some passive-aggressive fantasies involving loudspeakers and a lifetime supply of dog whistles. Whatever. She picked the wrong dog mom to mess with. So I thought I was exaggerating. Thought maybe I was just being dramatic when I said she was going to call animal control. But nope. Not even a week later, they show up. I was in the kitchen making a sandwich. Charlie was asleep on the rug, dreaming and doing that cute little twitchy thing with his paws. I hear a knock, open the door, and there they are. 2 guys in uniform, standing there all official like they're about to break up a drug ring or something. "Ma'am, we received a report of a potentially dangerous animal at this residence." I laughed. Out loud. Right in their faces. Charlie walked up behind me wagging his tail like an idiot because he thinks every human is his best friend. I said, "This is the dangerous animal?" One of the guys looked kinda embarrassed. The other one pulled out a clipboard and asked if they could come take a look around. So I let them in. I had nothing to hide. Charlie sniffed their shoes, did a little spin like "look at me, I'm charming," and then plopped down in his usual spot by the window. They asked the usual stuff. Has he bitten anyone? No. Is he licensed? Yes. Is he up to date on shots? Also yes. Then they asked if he barks excessively. And I said, define excessively. They didn't answer. Just made a note. Anyway, they left after like 10 minutes and said everything seemed fine but that they had to file a report anyway. Said if they got another complaint, they might have to do a formal evaluation. I asked, from who? Teresa. And they just kind of gave me that look. You know the one. Though we can't say it out loud, but yeah, it's definitely your psycho neighbor look. After they left, I sat down on the couch and just stared at the wall. Like, how the hell did it get here? I'm a grown woman with a mortgage and a golden-hearted dog who has literally never hurt a fly, and somehow I'm now in some unspoken battle with a woman who acts like I adopted Cujo. That night, I didn't sleep. Charlie barked once, just once, at something outside and I nearly had a panic attack. I yelled at him without meaning to. I immediately felt awful. He just tilted his head like, "Why are you mad?" "I was protecting you." And that's when I realized she was getting to me. Teresa. She was winning. She'd gotten in my head. So the next day I made flyers. Yup. Like some petty little middle school move. I made flyers that said, "Hi neighbors. Just letting you all know that someone in our neighborhood has been reporting my dog Charlie to animal control for being dangerous and disruptive. Charlie is a rescue. He's 6. He's never bitten or harmed anyone. He has anxiety, but we're working on it. If you have ever had a problem with Charlie, please talk to me directly. I'd rather fix it like neighbors than deal with anonymous reports. If you haven't had a problem with Charlie, thank you for not being a psychopath. My name plus phone number." And I printed like 25 of them. Put them in mailboxes. Even stuck one on the neighborhood bulletin board by the park. Did it solve anything? No. But it felt damn good. And it actually got a couple responses. 2 people texted me and said they have dogs too, and Teresa's always made passive-aggressive comments about their pets. One guy, Bill from across the street, said she once complained about his wind chimes being emotionally disruptive. Whatever the hell that means. So I wasn't crazy. She really was just like that. But still, 2 weeks later, I got a notice from the city. Apparently, they'd received multiple reports of noise violations from my property. And if it kept happening, I could be fined. That was it. I snapped. I walked right over to her house. Knocked on her door. She opened it, all smug, wearing one of those fake workout outfits she puts on even though I've never once seen her go on an actual walk. I said, "You need to stop." She goes, "Excuse me?" I said, "Reporting me. Harassing me. Filming me. Whatever little campaign you've got going, cut it out." She smiled. This smug little half smile. Then she said, "You're not the only one who lives here. Some of us value peace and quiet." I said, "And some of us value not being treated like criminals because our dog barked at a damn squirrel." Then she said the line that pushed me past the edge. "Well, maybe if you weren't too emotionally unstable to train a dog properly, you wouldn't be in this situation." I just blinked. Like I couldn't even process that level of audacity. I didn't hit her. I didn't scream. I just looked her dead in the face and said, "I hope you sleep well knowing you're the reason people stay lonely." And I left. So where are we now? Well, she's still a menace. Till report stuff. I've started documenting everything. Every walk, every bark, every weird interaction. I even got a little camera for my yard. But I also joined a neighborhood group chat. Turns out, Teresa's managed to tick off quite a few people over the years. She's not this queen bee she thinks she is. She's just loud and annoying, and most people don't want the drama. Not me. I'm done being polite. She messed with the wrong woman's dog. Charlie's still here. Still barking. Still sleeping on the rug with his paws in the air like a goof. And I'm not going anywhere. What do you think of the situation? Who do you agree with? Let me know in the comments below.